So I'm going to show you how to solve easily this LeetCode challenge number 20. It says valid parentheses. Given a string S containing just characters, these characters determine if the input string is valid. An input string is valid if open brackets must be closed by the same type of brackets. Open brackets must be closed in the correct order. So there are a number of things you need to know. One, we have to solve this problem using a stack. That's one. Number two, the dictionary that you're going to create holding this parenthesis is not going to be in order. It's going to be out of order like this. So the key is going to be the close and the value is going to be the open like this. Okay, that's the second thing you need to know. And number three, we are going to perform three checks for each item of the string. So let's say we have, these are string S, okay? Now we are going to say for each item on the string, for each item for C in S, we are going to check three things. First, whether we are going to add it to the stack. And the condition that we are going to add it to the stack is that if it is an opening bracket. So if it's the key, we cannot add it at this point. But if it is the opening one, and the opening one is right here in the values, not in the keys, we are going to add it. So we are going to say if C in D dot values like this. And in this case, we are going to add. So in this case, we are taking this, for example, we are going to add this to the list like this, okay? This is the first check. Now the second check we are going to check is a condition to pop. And when are we going to pop? Is when the item on top of the stack matches the current item. So we are going to say elif the current item matches the item on top of the stack. So we are going to say if D of the current item matches the item on top of the stack. Okay. So in this case, we have the current item is, in this case, is this item here. We are going to check if it matches the item on top of the stack. So we are going to check this. Top of the stack is stack -1. And if it matches, we are going to pop. As you can see here, in this case, it does not match. Okay, so that is the final case where nothing matches. So that is the final case, and we are going to return false. And we are simply not going to continue from here. So once you have these conditions in checked, then you are good to go. And at the end of the day, at the end of the loop, we are going to now return true if, so we are going to return true if the stack is empty, else we are going to return false. Let's try the code. I think that will make more sense. So I'm going to the code now. So the first thing we want to do is to create the dictionary. So I'm going to create my dictionary to be, so I'm going to start a new dictionary like this. So I like having a multiple line dictionary. So I'm going to add this one, and that's the key, and the value is going to be, this, sorry, the key, the value is going to be this, okay. And the second one, maybe I'm just going to copy and paste and then change it up. So I'm going to copy and paste, okay, so no problem. So I'm going to just move this one back. Okay, so I'm going to change up this one to this, and this one to this, and this one is going to be this, and this one is going to be, actually it's going to be this, this one is going to be this, and yeah. Okay, so this is our dictionary at this point. So just like mentioned, we need to also have a stack. So I'm going to create an empty stack like this. So we implement a stack using a list. And I'm now going to start a for loop. So I'm going to say for character in S. So the first check we mentioned, we're going to say if C in D dot values This is a condition now to append. So I'm going to say stack.append and append C. We are now going to do for the second condition, elif. We are going to say if the current item matches the existing item. So I'm going to look up the opening one. So I'm going to say if D of C matches what is on top of the stack. So what's on top of the stack is gotten this way. And actually, I'm going to use this one here like this. So I don't have to write multiple lines. If this is the case, we are going to say stack.pop. Else, nothing matches, we are going to simply return false. At the end of the day, we are going to return, if the stack is empty, we are going to return true. So I'm going to use a one-liner, let's say return false if the stack is empty, so if not stack, else true. All right, so this is actually all there is to this problem, and I hope it should be clear. Let's go ahead to run it and just let's make sure it works. So I'm going to click on run at this point and let's see what we have. And it gives us, let's see, return false. Yeah, so return true if not stack. So if the stack is empty, return true, else return false. So I'm going to run again and hopefully this time it works. So you can see that it's accepted, and let's go ahead to submit. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, so we need to do one more check. So if, else, if stack, and yeah. So we have to check if that the stack is not empty, and then we do the second check. So I'm going to, okay, so it worked and it's faster than 89.58% of code submitted. So I'd like to stop here and also like to thank you for viewing. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and we'll see you in the next challenge.